right on this?
Yep.
My lord, sir, ladies and gentlemen, weddings this year seem to be like buses. We waited, and now three have come along together. Jill's brother was married in April, and Johnny's cousin Noel was married last month, and now we're here for the marriage of Johnny and Jill. Firstly, a very warm welcome to you all. Bruce, Margaret, Moira and I are absolutely delighted to see so many friends and relatives here to help celebrate Johnny and Jill's wedding, and I know they are equally delighted. So thank you very much. I trust you'll enjoy yourselves. There should be good food, wine and dancing. So make the best of it. I think it's customary for the father of the bride, in proposing a toast to the bride and groom, to say a few words of introduction about the bride. Now, I suppose this is so that the groom and the groom's family know what they're getting. It strikes me it's a bit late for that. Anyway, Jill, from a very early age, showed an interest in the opposite sex. When she was only 2, her mother caught her in bed with a boy across the street. They were asleep, but they'd got there themselves. And I recall many years after that taking Jill to a rugby match at Murrayfield. It was a Scotland-Wales game, and I have no idea what the score was because of Jill's most embarrassing behaviour at half-time. There was a streaker, and he appeared at one end.
I didn't know him.
It appeared that he was, I'm sorry to say, Johnny, very well endowed. And he proceeded to dummy and sidestep right up the pitch at Murrayfield. The men in the audience, I may say, got very silent when they saw him. And when he dived over to score his try in between the posts, we all winced. Not Jill, however. She was standing on her seat for a better look and shouting encouragement to him the whole way up. Now, after he scored his try, Edinburgh's finest got ready to make the arrest, and for some reason, I think probably he saw Jill standing on her seat, or maybe even heard the encouragement, but he ran towards us. And as he got close, it became very clear that he wasn't a streaker at all. He was wearing a body stocking, and his outsized tackle had sewn on. So the men around us were laughing and relieved and saying to each other, we knew that couldn't have been true. Jill, on the other hand, looked an absolute wally on her seat. Now, that isn't Jill's most embarrassing moment. Oh no. A couple of years ago, she was staying with us for the weekend, and there was a very, very heavy fall of snow. Now, Gillian, to her credit, decided that she would go back to Edinburgh for work on Monday, which I thought was
Dedicated.
Dedicated. Anyway, I persuaded her that she should go back by the motorway, by Dundee, and then on to Edinburgh, in case the roads were blocked, and indeed many roads were blocked. And she got about 3/4 of the way to Perth when she indeed was blocked herself. She was in a queue of stationary traffic, and there she stayed for several hours. At that point, she realised that she shouldn't have drunk the 3 cans of Diet Coke that she had in the car. She required to relieve herself. There was absolutely no shelter whatsoever. She didn't really know what to do, and then it struck her that she did have a solution. If she opened both passenger doors, she could go in between the passenger doors, and provided she didn't crouch too low, nobody would be any the wiser. So this is what she did. She opened the 2 passenger doors, struggled out for goodness knows how many layers of clothes, and started. At that point, an absolutely packed Dundee-Glasgow train trundled past in front of her. All she could do was smile and wave. poor passengers, and I hope no children were traumatised from the event. Now, Johnny tells me this will never happen again, because he has invested, apparently, in a thing called a sheen. I have no idea what that is or how it works, but if anybody wants to ask Johnny, I'm sure he'll explain.
It's in my car.
Now, I'm sure you'll agree, Jill makes an absolutely beautiful bride. This doesn't just happen by chance. She and her flatmate Louise went on many diets to try and lose just 5 or 6 pounds. And eventually, having not succeeded, they decided that the discipline of Weight Watchers would be the answer. So they enrolled, went through the weigh-in. That was fine. They went the next week, and they had indeed each lost a couple of pounds. They were so excited with this and delighted with themselves that on the way home they called in a Topkapi, which is a kebab house there, and ordered a full chicken each with all the extras and double pita bread. The third weigh-in was so humiliating they never went back. Now, I don't know whether Louise is a bad influence on Jill, or whether it's the other way around, but Louise has had the forethought to fix up a holiday, ensuring that she's not here today for the occasion. But anybody who knows Jill knows that she loves singing. Louise does too. And the two of them thought it would be a very good idea, probably under the influence of alcohol, I suspect, to record their own version of Suddenly Sabre from The Little Shop of Horrors, and the only thing they had to record it on was their answer phone. So they duly recorded this. They had some damning messages, believe me, left on it. Eventually they listened to it and immediately scrubbed it. Johnny, I would keep a tight control of any recording device, particularly the phone. And now for the part of the speech that Jill wrote for me. Jill has always made Moira and me proud. From the moment she arrived late, it's been a privilege watching her grow up and develop. She did very well at school, getting good hires, being very successful, particularly in athletics and her music, and in fact starred in the school opera in her last year. It's true to say she had a hiccup at university, but she enjoyed the year. I think she grew up a bit during that year. She has an undoubted expertise and talent in her very complicated field of HR, and is always ready to offer friendly advice to friends and family. She has many good friends, and a lot of you are here today, and I think she is a good and supportive friend to have. She's always been a great asset to our family. We didn't really know what to expect. Perhaps a man in red tails and a top hat and cane. I'm sure Johnny's best men will give us the info on Johnny. And I look forward to it. We've known Johnny only a fairly short time, but what we have seen has all been good. We met Johnny, in fact, on his first date with Jill. They met in a neutral place near us, took the dogs a walk, and Moira and I were surprised and delighted to see Gillian come down the path later that day with this gentleman. Now, Johnny they'd been walking their dogs, and Johnny had Tess with him, and he very carefully interviewed us before leaving his dog to make sure that we were capable. Or so we thought. I now understand that what he was doing was checking out the mother to see if the man's Anyway, Johnny's been on holiday with us now, and we know him a lot better, and we're absolutely delighted with him. He's completely laid back. He's careful, well thought out, intelligent, and he has a fantastic sense of direction. Moira and I would still be going round and round Béziers in the south of France if it hadn't been for Johnny there, and he'd never even been there before. Straight out. But I'm sorry to say, Johnny and I do have a fundamental difference of opinion. And it's a difference of opinion I don't think will ever be resolved, although maybe after today. You see, Johnny thinks that Durno gets better weather than the south of France. The weather's done its best. Now, in conclusion, I'd like to thank Bruce and Ma Walker, as it's known in these parts, and all their friends and family for welcoming Jill and making it so easy for her to fit in up here. It's really been super, and you've made it so easy for Jill to journey from being an Edinburgh townie to an Aberdeenshire quine. And I'm very grateful to you all for that. Now, my lord, ladies and gentlemen, would you please charge your glasses and join me in wishing Johnny and Jill a very long and happy marriage, and may Jill become Ma Walker Jr. before the bride and groom. Cheers.